racing show. The engines roar, it's a symphony loud as they chase the glory, drawing the crowd. Rain-soaked tires, strategies unfold. Adrenaline rush, let the stories be told. Feel the excitement in the air. Moments of magic, moments that dare. Pit stops quick, strategy in play. Each lap a journey, paving the way. Heroes and legends, under pressure they shine. In the heart of Monza, where the stars align. Racing into history, the memories are made. F1 at Monza, where legends parade. So cheer for the drivers, come join the fight. In this high-speed spectacle, everything feels right. Tires screech, the crowd's on their feet. Overtaking moments, the ultimate feat. In the final laps, tensions do rise. Every heartbeat echoes, reaching for the prize.
Nope, we're getting going. We get the start phase. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights off and away we go. And everyone crawls to a start. Boo gets overtaken by Destroyer. Tally stays in first, but it's gonna be Boo's gonna be up the inside, but it's gonna be a brave move. But Tally, we've got a bit of carnage in the back. We've got at least 3 boards off. I can't really see because of the spray, but we've got a few drivers side by side. A few siders a bit squabbly out of turn 2. We've got a bit of we've got Toto Wolff who's accidentally left the session or has lagged out. Brewdog and Destroyer going side by side into the second chicane. Zero and Brewdog are side by side. We've got a very aggressive switchback by Hayden, I think it was. As we've got a few drivers going side by side. We've got Destroyer who's going slow, yellow flags. Yellow flags might be for Woodsy and Gavin who are going side by side. I can't see much really. We've got the Ferrari of Toto Wolff who's in AI mode, I think. F1 Viva's gone up to P12. Still side by side in the mid pack. Find the Pass is gone down, I think. Yeah, he's just behind Dragoon in 7th. Oh, he's gone really wide though, Find the Pass. As we go back to the front. So, going on to lap 2 now, it's going to be Towley, Boo, and then it's going to be DK in 3rd, Zero in P4, Brewdog in 5th, Hayden Elite in 6th, Dragoon in 7th, Apex in 8th, Find the Pass in 9th, Dom in 10th, Wise Dog and F1 Viva are going to go side by side going into the second lap, with Bajon Gamer also with them. So they're going to go 3 wide into the first corner nearly. Who's going to come out of the top on this battle? We will find out now. Can't see really, but who's that? I think it's Viva. And then Wise Dog's going to try around the outside, but Bajon Gamer is right on them. Toto Wolff has rejoined the session. Going down the order now, Gavin's got past Goomba. And is that Woodsy? Woodsy up to P15, made 5 positions on that first lap, or 4 positions. But Gavin's gonna think about setting it up the inside. Woodsy goes wide though, so it's going to give Gavin a good run. Can't see what's happening now. Woodsy and Goomba are side by side. Not Woodsy and Goomba. Goomba and Gavin Bass are side by side, but Goomba goes up the inside of both of them, I think. Oh, they both go sideways, which promotes gaming minion through on Gavin Bass. That was almost like a Australia moment with Piastri and Norris. Bit of sideways action as well from the Alpine of Wise Dog, I think it was. Brewdog and Hayden Elite now are going side by side, coming on to lap 3. Wise Dog, Brewdog's got the he got the inside. Hayden's still in P5 though, but there's going to be ERS assistance. I should probably get the telemetry up. Yeah, the ERS isn't looking good for the RB driver of Hayden in the lead. F1 Viva's got past Dom, as it's just popped up on here. And then everyone else holds position. Toto Wolff has lagged out again. I might have to send him an invite if I've got him. We'll find out quickly. I don't think I've got him, so someone might have to invite him. Side by side between Goomba and Betches though. Betches into turn 4, keeps the lead. Not the lead, the lead car. It's got a bit of wing damage though actually, which invites Goomba through, who hasn't got wing damage. Anyway, 0, 3 temps, DK's dropped to P4, 0's gone up to P3, and he's right on the tail of Boo, who's 1.2 seconds off Towley in the lead. So 0 a bit sideways though, but we'll see. He's got 88% ERS. Obviously, I don't think there'll be any drying up, so it's just when do you switch to the intermediate? When is it intermediate tyre? But 0, 2 temps now off Boo. Is he going to get him down this straight? He's in overtake. I'm guessing Boo's in medium, so 0 might get past quite easily here. Is Dragoon in P7, sets fast lap. Gamer and Betches are side by side into Parabolica. Betches a bit sideways. Game Minion's got not a lot of ERS left either, so Betches might just send it right back up the inside. They're going side by side into the first corner. I think Betches is ahead there, so he might have the corner. Yes, he does. So Game Minion has to back out of that one. Anyway, as we get back up to the leading pack, everyone keeps it on the track. Going back a bit, Dom in P11, 6 temps Wise Dog behind him. Bajon is 2 temps behind Wise Dog. Game Minion is up the inside of Betches, nearly contact. Betches a bit sideways. It's going to invite the Mercedes again. Minion. Oh, it's a bit of movement, bit of grass as well. And we've got someone round. We've got Wise Dog is that. Wise Dog's round at Lesmo 1, and it's caught on Mercedes. Bajon Gamer has got caught up in that there. So Bajon drops to P18. That's not really what he wanted. And there's a red flag. We've red flagged the race. We have red flagged the race, so we are going to get a restart here. I wonder why the red flag was. It didn't look like a red flaggable offence, but apparently it has been. So as we're waiting for the game to probably catch up with itself like I have, we've got 24 seconds left of the red flag stoppage. I'm not sure what the order was, and I don't really expect anyone to think I would have remembered. It's only a 30-second gap. Again, that red flag must have been for the bit of a blockage on a fast corner, but I think it got going, so strange, but it all gets going again. We start on lap 6, Towley in P1 again, 0 in P2 now. So 0 gets the inside line going into the first corner. Did 0 get a better start? I think 0 got a better start. Yes, he did. He goes up the inside already. So Towley's already side by side with the Ferrari. There's a bit of shoving. Towley is still 0 onto the grass. 0's going to lose positions to DK. DK goes up to P2, and there's a bit of chaos in the back. There's a bit of backing up in the back. They've all still unscathed, but backed up a lot. So now going into turn 4. 0's gone into the grass again. He drops to P6. He's had a nightmare restart. Brewdog up to P4. Boo up to P3. DK in second. He's going to be delighted with that. As we're going side by side now into the Lesmo 1 and the Lesmo 2. We've got everyone still single file though. No one really side by side, but going into the second DRS straight. But obviously DRS isn't enabled because of the conditions. No one's really side by side into there, are they? maybe in the back here. We've got Viva up to P13, P13, Goomba, Gavin down to P17, Destroyer up into 16th. Not really a restart he would have wanted either, really. As we've got a Haas of, it'll be the Haas, is it Dragoon? Yeah, Dragoon in P4. So Zero wouldn't be happy with that restart. He goes sailing past Brewdog. As Towley nearly stretches a second of a lead. As we follow DK now going into the first corner. Yeah, probably not the best control. Everyone obviously blinking because it's wet condition. Boo's only 2 tenths off DK. So is he going to send one into T4? Yes, he does. Side by side in turn 4 into the chicane. DK hangs it around the outside. That's lovely racing from Boo and DK. As for DK on board, they're still side by side. DK on the wetter side of the track though has to yield, but they've got nowhere near equal ERS, but DK will have the slipstream. In the background now it's a bit of spray, so I can't really see what's happening. But we've got a bit, Goomba goes aggressively to the outside, maybe looking for a bit of grip, maybe looking for an overtake. Gavin and Woodsy are all going at it. Woodsy might have gone wide because he's lost a bit of speed. Yeah, Woodsy's dropped down to last. We've got a Red Bull of Betches, is it? Nope, it'll be the Red Bull of Boo, it will be. He's 3 tenths off DK into P2. Intus might be quicker now, to be fair. Boo sailed past DK there though. Probably the ERS advantage. As we go on to lap 8. Goomba and Bajon Gamer, that's getting a bit tense. We'll go right on board with it as it's easier to look at. No one's really attempting. On the exit, we'll see if anything's happened. Betches in P10, Dom in P11, which is holding everyone behind. It's 2 tenths, 2 tenths, 7 tenths, 4 tenths, 8 tenths behind them. So they're all within 4 tenths of each other, 4 seconds of each other. It is. Dragoon is 3 tenths off the podium positions. As Dom and Viva, no, it's Dom and Goomba going too wide, but Goomba gets past quite easily actually. So then it'll be Goomba on Viva on the next straight, and Goomba gets a brilliant exit from Lesbo too. And he's got much more ERS to use on the next straight, so we'll find out what happens here actually. As we go into a Ascari. DK drops on P5 and Zero into P4. So Zero trying to make amends after his atrocious first lap of the restart. If you're just joining us, we did have a red flag. Zero chooses to stay behind Dragon. A bit of a lock-up I heard, but has a much better line through the first 2 corners. A bit of wheel spin, but looked better. Dragon up to P3 as well, I didn't mention that. As you've got a 4 train battle here. It resolves 2 Mercedes and Destroyer and Dom, I think. It is indeed. We've got Zero and Dragoon who are going side by side here. And it's going to be a 3-way battle because DK's right in it. Zero on the inside, Dragoon on the outside. DK into P5, overtakes Dragoon on the straight. Is he in a position where he can attack Zero? No, he isn't, and he's only got a few percent of ERS left. He's really got a result on the slipstream here, which he's got a brilliant exit there. I think that might have been a warning, to be honest, but Dragoon's dropped a long way back, so DK might just sit in the slipstream here and string along. However, Zero's got a bit wide here, so it might invite DK to have a bit of an attempt. Tally sets the fast lap of the race. I think he's kind of checked out and gone. Boo's also checked out a 2-second gap between him and Zero. However, DK's coming back here. He's not got the ERS for it, but he has got the gap, which is kind of everything that you need around here. If you've got a good gap, you might have a good chance. Zero's still in P3 though. In overtake though, on 40% ERS, DK's got to build up his ERS because on 14% he's not going to have a lot of speed. However, he's using good lines, but Zero's got a much better X out of there. I mean, Zero must have got at least 2 times out of that. I mean, I'm surprised no one's got a penalty yet. Gavin and Wise Dog are going side by side. Did Wise Dog cut the corner then? It looked like Wise Dog cut the corner. So Toto Wolf's going to see that as an opportunity, but I think Wise Dog cut the corner. Gavin goes wide there. That must have been the time a track limit one. And that must have as well. Anyway, DK 3 tenths now. He's still not got the ERS for it, to be fair. Find the pass in Hayden Elite. Hayden Elite just got Find the Pass on the penultimate straight. We'll see if Find the Pass can respond. He's got 55% ERS at the moment, and it looks like he's got a good run back on Hayden Elite. Anyway, it still says Tally Boo 2.8 seconds behind, Zero 2 seconds behind Boo. It's DK, Dragoon, Hayden Elite, Find the Pass, Brewdog Apex, Betches Goomba, Viva Gamer Minion, Bajon Destroyer, Dom, Wise Dog, Gavin Base, Toto Wolf, and TSD Woodsy in last. As we're waiting for something to happen, we got 12 viewers. Again, thank you to everyone who's actually watching. Again, I guess a few drivers are probably using it as a, ooh, let's find out what's happening. But it still makes me look good, so thank you to everyone that's turned up. Yeah, so I think coming on to lap 12 now, we are with Tally in the lead. Everyone on the track mark. It doesn't look too spaced out. I mean, if it becomes inters, definitely. Tally, if he pits, he will come out probably behind Wise Dog. So Zero sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix as well. 7 tenths off Boo. So he is catching up to P2. And DK staying with him as well. So this might be a second, third and fourth, maybe 5th place battle as well. Anyone else switching positions here? No. So, well, we'll go on position change. So we have Zero up 3 positions, DK up at 1. We've got Dragoon up to 2. Hayden has dropped 2 places in Star. Find the Pass has gone up 4. Brewdog has gone up none. He's stayed in 8th. Apex has stayed in 9th. Betch is up 9 positions, our biggest gainer. Goomba up 6. Viva up 4. Game Minion up 5. And then we've got Bajon who stayed 14th. Then Destroyer, our biggest loser, is 12 positions dropped. Then Dom has dropped 6, Wise Dog has dropped 5, Gavin's dropped 5, Total Wolf dropped 4, and Woodsy has stayed the same. As we've got that, we've got Wise Dog and Gavin both battling until Esmo 1 and 2. Everyone's apparently had 1 stop. Destroyer's stopped twice apparently, so he must have had damage on the first lap and I've missed it because he's dropped. So everyone's still on the wet tyre though. Destroyer's on 6 wet, so everyone changed their wet tyres on the red flag. So we'll go back to normal, we'll go back to the start. Tally, and no one looks like they're going Tower side at the moment, so Zero 3 tenths behind Boo in second. DK's dropped the second to 0. And everyone still follows suit. We've got Goomba 1/10. He's nearly going side by side, thinking of a move on the Red Bull of Betches, but he thinks better of it. Is he going to send one into the chicane of 4 and 5? Well, time will tell. He's in the better line, probably having better speed through it. Betches might not be able to defend this. Yes, he does. Easily as well. However, I think Goomba might have had a better line through that. Brewdog, he's 2 tenths off, find the pass in 7th. Is that going to decrease? We will find out now. 0 is 4 tenths off Boo as well. We'll go into that in a moment. But we'll see this line comparison through here. It's a bit sideways from find the pass in the Aston Martin. But, oh yeah, it's well wide, and I think that's going to promote Brewdog right through. Anyway, 0 is also makes his way through to P2. Side by side going into Parabolica. This is really not a time you really see a big overtake. 0 is Boo's keeping it around the outside. DK is really trying to keep it on the outside. So now Boo, he's going to go right back to it. We've got a yellow flag into Ascari, but it's all cleaned up. And Boo goes straight back into P2. But how much longer is it going to be? Because he's got a much stranger line. And it's going to promote 0 to have a chance into turn 4 and 5. DK's also looking at this battle like, please go on, collide. Because that's how exactly I'd be thinking. It's like, go on, run each other wide. Anyway, 0 thinks better of it. He's going to wait. He's going to buy out his time. The ERS, a 20% difference. I won't see which either way. Oh, Boo goes really wide there, and it's going to promote 0 to have a much better run into Lesmo too. Still no one to have penalties as well. On lap 14, nearly, we are half race distance actually. Boo's gone to cool his tyres line really. Oh, a bit sideways from Boo to be fair, but it's a bit sideways from 0 as well. So we'll find out what happens to the line. DK's also only 2 tenths behind 0. We could go 3 wide into the first corner here. As we'll ride broadcasting with 0. DK throws it really around the outside aggressively. Find the pass in Apex. We're also going side by side at Parabolica. I think Find the Pass has made that move stick. However, second, third and fourth are all going to go 3 wide nearly, I think. Boo's dropped second, 0 goes into P2. There's a bit of contact actually now that I looked at the time screen and seen a bit of contact. Betches and Goomba are also going side by side into the first corner, which they do successfully. Boo's dropped nearly a second to 0. DK side by side with him actually, and I think DK's made the move stick, has he? Yes, he has. Sends Boo a bit wide actually, I think. Yep, and DK makes the move stick. So it now goes Towley, 0, DK and Boo. And then Dragoon is in 5th, with Hayden 4 tenths behind him in 6th. And it's Brewdog, Find the Pass. Apex 2 tenths off, Find the Pass in 8th and 9th. As we follow Apex on board quickly actually, he's quite close behind. The ERS difference is kind of, Find the Pass has double to work with, to be fair. Dom's dropped to 19. So we got Toto Wolff and Dom going side by side. Dom goes really sideways and Woodsy goes really sideways as well. Are these wet tyres already falling off? That's surprising if they are. DK's dropped 2.2 seconds to 0, but 0 has just set the fastest lap of the race. Is time ready for the Inters? Will you make 20 seconds on the Inter tyre if you go to them? That's the questions that these backmarkers should be asking themselves. Bajon goes P13. They are literally side by side as Game Minion tries to give the slipstream to Bajon. But I don't think it's going to work. And Williams goes into turn 1, P14. But Bajon will stay on the back of the Williams, but the Williams is also within 8 tenths of the other Mercedes, the Game Minion. Boo is also 2 tenths off DK. Betch is our first driver to come up with a time penalty. As Boo goes sailing past DK, DK can do nothing about that one. I think DK just have to let that sit. And if I was one of these drivers fighting for P8, 9, 10, 11, I'd be pitting from Inters right now. Even though the rain's coming down like it is, I think the line, if you can keep it on, is an Inter line. We've got Apex 2 tenths on, find the pass. This is going to be a move going into turn 1. Actually, he's on 6% ERS. It might not be. He might not have enough slate speed. Find the pass has loads of ERS left. If anything, Brewdog's at risk here from find the pass. Is tally safe? Zero is reeling that gap in quite quickly. Again, there's what, 10 laps to go? Yeah, 10 laps to go. It's, if you're thinking of the Inters, you need to go now, because you got to gain 20 seconds while going on them. So if I was like Betches or Game of Minion, I'd be going on the Inters now, because I think the track looks like Inters and they need the gap. You need the time to make the gap stick. So you got to go for it. DK is now going to get a really good run on Boo actually. Is he going to send it into Parabolica? Is he going to wait for the first corner? We will find out right now. He makes sure that Boo knows he's there. Probably looking in his mirrors, but Boo goes really wide. DK gets it on the inside. He's going to go for it. Really, a bit of contact I think that was. Anyway, DK's using up a lot of ERS here, but so's Boo. So, I think he's going to say line of stern here. Find the pass has pitted. Is that going to be for Inters? Is that a big gamble? If it's a gamble, I respect it. I really do. So, find the pass goes onto the intermediate tyre. I respect that. Bichon is also going to go onto the Inters, but Bichon speeds into the pit lane. 10-second penalty. That's not going to do him well, is it? So we've got two drivers gambling on the alternative going on to him, or any other driver's going to follow. It's out of you follow or you stick to the wet to the end. And DK's doing well, to be fair, on the wets. He's keeping it within Boo. Zero's also called that gap to Towley as well. That's gone under the radar. Who's our closest? We've got Hayden on 6th. And Dragoon on DK actually on 2 temps. So we'll see what they're doing. But in fairness, they're all doing quite well on P3, 4 and 5. 6th. They're all running at the same pace really. It's a shame that BRS doesn't open like it doesn't realise. I've got a yellow flag actually, got a Red Bull off in... we had a Red Bull going slow, I think it was a Red Bull. It might have been an RB, I'm not sure of the colour difference. I'm kind of blind. Is Dragoon coming in the pit here? He's gone really shallow. Is he going into the pit? No. But we have got two pitters. We've got Boo and DK, both in the pit for the Inters. We've got Zero in the pit for the Inters as well. Is he going for an undercut on Towley? Is Towley going to have to respond? We've got Brewdog in, Apex in. So we've got Zero, DK, Aiden, Boo, Brewdog, Apex, Viva, Betches, all in the pit lane on the Inters. So let's go to the tyres quickly. So we've got the top three all in the wets, and then we've got Zero, Boo, DK, Hayden, Brewdog, Apex, Viva, Find the Pass, Betches. Find the Pass went on them earlier, so Find the Pass has made up a few positions as he's into P8 now. Well, Find the Pass going slow then. He's nearly on Brewdog. He's gone wide. Why is... we got Woodsy. Find the Pass is DNF'd. Why is he DNF'd? What's happened? Find the Pass was doing so well. Something's happening there. Anyway, we got Woodsy who had a 10-second penalty. So top 3 are all on the wets. Goomba, Dragoon and Towley. Fucking idiot. What happened? I didn't see, I'm sorry. I really didn't see Van der Pass. If you could explain, because I said something happened, but I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Anyway, Zero is our lead driver on the inters. Is he going to undercut Towley? Is Towley going to come into the pit lane? Towley stays out. He reckons he goes 7 laps without Zero hitting him, getting him, or a safety car at least. Anyway, DK on the inters as well. 679 Boo. DK now gets the track limits penalty as well. So DK's not going to really enjoy that one. Hayden is 4 times behind DK on much percent ERS as well. Right, I didn't catch that, but obviously clip it. If he's crossed the white line, it feels like a slam dunk penalty to me. Goomba's coming into the pit. He's going to drop to maybe Ingrassa Viva. I think Viva's gone past him sailing, to be fair. Anyway, Zero is still up. He's on to P3. Woods, he's got a 3-second time penalty. Anyway, as Dragoon made the right call, he's got 12 seconds to defend from for 7 laps. It depends how much slicker this track gets, to be fair. Bit wide from Goomba. Hayden's quite close on Boo. Zero's fastest lap. He's 10 seconds off Dragoon and 19 seconds off Towley. Can Zero make 19 seconds on the inters? DK running P6 with a 3-second time penalty. As Goomba goes onto the inside of the Aston Martin Aviva, they are going side by side into the first corner. Does Goomba go wide? Yes, no, I don't know. Viva goes, no, it doesn't. So Betch is after that. Sorry. Anyway, the gap is now 18 seconds between Zero and Towley. Have you sent the link to that? What happened? Because if so, I will look at it after this race. To be fair, you'd be better off sending it in DM and I'll tell you my opinion. But like I said, if he's crossed the right line coming out the pit and it's caused you to have damage, in my eyes it's slam dunk penalty. If it's not a slam dunk penalty, then I guess I don't know anything about racing. I shouldn't commentate. But from what I know racing. At least I claim. Gavin's our other driver, victim of trap limits. The gap's still 18 seconds from Zero and Dragoon. I think Dragoon might actually have a really good strategy here to stay on the wets. He's going to struggle to keep them cool, but 9 seconds in 6 laps is a big task. If he wants to win this race, I think 18 seconds in 8 laps is, well, it's 6 laps, isn't it? 22 had 6, yeah, it's 6 laps. I think it's 16 seconds now, to be fair. I mean, let's get the gap to the leader, eh? Leader. Yeah, leader, 16.6 seconds. I need to keep it on leader now. I'm sorry to anyone who'd like it to not be on leader, because Zero is fighting for the lead here. He's on the alternative strategy, a bit sideways coming out of the complex of whatever that sequence is called. You got other drivers. We've got Goomba and Viva, both still close to each other. We've got Game Minion and Bajon, both the Mercedes. Even week on week, they are side by side. I mean, I don't even think I've ever seen these Mercedes drivers separated on the track. We've got Woodsy in P19 and Dom in P18 still. Tally still in the race. Dom's got a 3-second penalty now. Tally in P1, Dragoon in P2, both on the wet tyres still for 16 laps. And you've got Zero, 15.5 seconds behind Towley. And he's about 8 seconds behind Dragoon in P3. And then you've got Boo in P4, Hayden in P5, DK in P6, Brewdog in P7, Apex in P8, Goomba in P9, Viva in P10. Destroy and Betches are both swapping places, so we'll quickly have a look at this before we commentate on where they are. I think the Williams is just ahead of him, and yes, he is. So Destroy in P11, Betches in P12, Game in Bajon in P13 and 14, Gavin in P15, Whiteside in P16, Total Wolf in 17, 18 and 19 is Dom and Woodsy. Anyway, Zero is now 13 seconds behind the leader. He is pushing. Just, a bit of a lock-up. P5, just make sure he doesn't spin up those rear tyres. And he goes up 13.5 seconds. And then Boo and Hayden Elite are both near each other on the track. These two are fighting for each other in the fighting championship, I think. At least from what I know of. Both moved to the wet line. Wise Dog gets a 3-second time penalty for the track impingement. According to Parabolica now, it looks nicely hooked up for both of them. However, I think Hayden Elite's got better. Zero sets the new fastest lap of the race as well. Hayden Elite now sets the fastest lap of the race as they go side by side on the last bit of the straight. Oh, a bit of a last decision from Boo, but I don't think Hayden was entitled to any room. Anyway, 12 seconds now between Zero and Towley. 2 seconds between Zero and Dragoon. So Dragoon, I think Dragoon might actually get P3 from this strategy. But I think Towley's won this race. I don't think 12 seconds in 4 laps is possible. Well, it's not in 4 laps, is it? It's more than 4 laps. Viva and Goomba are still quite close to each other. Who else? We got Betches and Destroyer. I think that's our closest battles actually. So yeah, Zero can see Dragoon. And he's got much more ERS. 10 seconds now the gap between Zero and Towley. 10 seconds though is still a bit of a stretch. However, Dragoon's gone to the inside and it's going to probe Zero through. Towley is in P1, only a 9.5 second gap. Let's see what he's doing. Well, we've got the gaps to have a look. Let's see what these wet tyres are looking like for the final 3 laps of the race. So Zero needs 3 seconds a lap. Is 3 seconds a lap too much? We will find out now. It looks really slow through there, to be fair, with the wet tyres. The gap's now 8.7 seconds. It is going down with every corner Towley takes. 8 seconds, 7.9 seconds, 7.8 seconds. It is going down. It is going down. Is the wet tyres really having that much of a cliff? We are going to be going on to lap 26 in 3 corners time. 7.3 seconds is now the gap with nearly two laps and a bit left. 7 seconds is now the gap. 6.9 seconds, 6.8 seconds. So the gap is going down every second, every minute. Every corner, every straight, the gap is going down. 6.7, Zero is now 6.5 seconds. As we go on to lap 26, the penultimate lap, penultimate tour. Zero sets the fastest lap. Is he going to be 3 seconds a lap quicker? Towley has a really big lockup, really going to limit him in the first 2 corners. The gap's now 6.8, 6.5. 6.5 still, 6.4. It is going down with every single corner of this circuit. 13 people watching now. We are going to witness a very truly brilliant end as Towley tries to make these wet tyres last 20 laps, as the track is definitely intermediate. 5.5 seconds now. It's been 1.6 seconds since the start of the lap. So is it going to be enough for Towley, or is Zero going to just get it on the last lap? It's 4.8 now, 4.7, 4.6, 4.5. It is going down with every quick corner as we got at least a bit more of this track to go. 4.3 now. It's going to be within 4 seconds on the last lap. 3.9 now. We can just see Zero in the mirrors. Bit of a lock up. 100-mile-an-hour difference, and yet Zero can take it at 110 mile an hour easy. 3.3 seconds now, going on to the last lap. 3.4 seconds. 3.3 seconds going on to the last lap. He made 3 seconds on that last lap. He could do this, actually. Yeah, Dragoon, 12 seconds. He's definitely made it. Oh my god, Towley's gone wide at the first corner. Zero, he's got a 10-second penalty. Towley's got a 10-second penalty. Zero's going to get it due to Towley's 10-second penalty. He can get that clean, to be fair, though. So, Zero, 2 seconds. Zero still needs to do this on track because he didn't gain 10 seconds. Towley can get that removed, so he needs to do this on track just in case. But Towley goes wide and Zero goes through. Zero is now in the lead of this race, regardless if Towley gets that 10-second penalty removed. And Boo is actually within. Boo's overtook Dragoon, so Boo is actually within place to get second place here. And Towley's gone wide again, so Boo might actually get a second. So it might be Zero, Boo and Dragoon if he stays within 10 seconds of Towley. How it all has changed on the last lap. Dragoon gets a 3-second penalty for track infringement. Hayden, Elite and Dragoon. So Dragoon's shot to P5, so Hayden's gone up to P4. So Hayden could actually end up in P3. Towley's gone off into the gravel actually, so Hayden might get into P3. So these wet tyres have just dropped off on these last laps. So yeah, Boo goes up into P2. Dragoon gets Woodsy gets a 10-second penalty for spinning into the pit lane again, I think. Anyway, Zero is our race winner, and then Boo into P2, and then Hayden Elite should come home in P3. And then it'll be Towley in P4, but Dragoon might get P5 instead. And then DK might go into P5. So Towley down to P6, and then it's Brewdog in P6. So Towley goes to P7, and then it's Apex in P8. Viva in I want to say 9, but Goomba might come around the outside, just coming up to the line. Goomba gets Viva on the last bit by, what's that? Just shy of a 10th. Goomba gets Viva, and then it's Destroyer. Gamer Minion on penalties gets Betches, and then it's Bajon Gamer. And then Gavin comes across the line in front of Wise Dog, but Bajon gets a 10-second penalty for unserved penalty. So Wise Dog goes P16, Bajon goes P17, Wise Dog gets P16, then it's Dom in P18 and Woodsy in P19. Wow, what a race, and what a drive from Towley, who I feel like that's 10 seconds harsh and it's just throw him off. I think he could definitely get rid of that 10 second if he tries to, because again it's harsh. DK P5. What's the no way for? Do you agree with Towley's penalty, or did something happen? Did Woodsy go into soft? What the hell? Yeah, I don't think it was soft condition, Woodsy. Anyway, Woodsy crossed the line in P19 on the soft tyre. I mean, ambitious, I guess, but that is our race finish, with Woodsy completing the race in P19. and somehow instantly stopped in park for me. Zero driver of the day. We'll see the race director now. As we got Zero celebrating his podium, we got a British, I'm not sure where, I forgot his 10 seconds.
Oh no, it looks like rain. A storm brewing, ready to make its claim. Will there be chaos on the track today? Drivers brace for a wild sliding ballet. Gazzers highlights, tune in, don't miss the thrill. Every twist and turn, it gives you a chill. High speeds, fierce rivals, all in the zone. Sit back and enjoy this racing show. The engines roar, it's a symphony loud, as they chase the glory, drawing the crowd. Rain-soaked tires, strategies unfold. Adrenaline rush, let the stories be told. Feel the excitement in